Retribution upon the terrorists. That's what Dan Crenshaw wants. Hey, welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Excited to be with you. Dan Crenshaw, at one time I actually thought he might be something. You know, I mean, a Navy SEAL, and look, I have utmost respect for people who have served in that capacity, especially that. It's crazy training. I understand all of that. But that doesn't give you a free pass once you get into Congress. Dan Crenshaw is not proving himself just to be a rhino, but a vindictive, nasty rhino. I have some amazing clips. Stay with me to the end because this is a wild ride.
Get another scalp and another scalp, whether it's Boehner or Paul Ryan or then McCarthy. Scalise would just be next, and we all know it.
So for those of you wondering if Steve Scalise was any good, apparently he's on the equivalency test of Paul Ryan and John Boehner. There's your answer.
We just can't allow that to happen. That's why those of us are saying, like, look, you pushed us into this corner, so now we're saying we won't vote for anyone but McCarthy. That's why we're saying it, because we cannot let the terrorists win. That's basically what's happening.
So Dan Crenshaw leaves insurrectionists and saboteurs to the Fox News crew, but he'll take up terrorists. And if Fox News wasn't liberal enough, now he moves on to CNN to find his best audience.
This handful of members is very clearly looking for notoriety over principle. That's what it is. And anyone who suggests differently is in some kind of make-believe fantasy reality. It's not true.
Okay, so now if you don't believe in the coronation of McCarthy and you actually support some people who are putting up some resistance, you're living in a fantasy world. Make-believe. I mean, at least you're not a terrorist anymore.
They lost those debates. That should have been the end of it, because that's how a team works, right? You hash this stuff out, you figure it out, and then you move on.
So maybe you didn't win those debates, Dan. And as the American people, we're watching this saying, we want an end to the uniparty. We want an end to $1.7 trillion omnibus bills. We want an end to endless wars. We want an end to sending foreign aid all over the place while our veterans get a crappy medical system and get treated terribly here at home. And I would think Dan Crenshaw would be more concerned about that.
But if you're a narcissist, and you believe that your opinion is so much more important than everyone else's, then you'll keep going. And you'll threaten to tear down the team for the benefit of the Democrats, just because of your own sense of self-importance. That's exactly what's happening here. We will not vote for anyone else but McCarthy. These people think they're stubborn, we're more stubborn. They think they're not going to get the committees they want. Well, obviously they won't, but it's going to be so much worse than that. You know, they are enemies now. They have made it clear that they prefer a Democrat agenda than a Republican one.
See how vindictive he is? He just proved he's the narcissist, laying down threats like that. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next show. Peace out.